Ladies and gentlemen, what I just witnessed was something that was professional wrestling magic. And I really, really do mean that. Welcome, folks, here to my channel, The Wrestling Guide. And you are listening right now to the Live Mic Podcast. As always, like if you like this video, comment, any thoughts you had. Subscribe if you like what you hear and you like what you see on the channel, some things I'm doing. Yes, I am a brand new channel, but I'm doing big things already. What I just witnessed was professional wrestling magic, folks. Professional wrestling magic. This right here, Fantastica Mania. I believe this is day one in terms of the actual tour. I believe they did have a couple shows, little house shows in Japan on the 14th, the 15th, and 16th. But this is the first one for New Japan Pro Wrestling World. In a big show. I have so many notes. It's funny because I told you guys I wouldn't be watching it live, and I didn't. But today was my last final exam, and after that, I was sitting there watching, some of it, and I took a hell of a lot of notes. I was so impressed with this. The athleticism of the performers, the pageantry, the stories behind the characters, and all these other things. It was very easy to follow, even though it was only Japanese commentary, and it was languages that I don't speak. But it was just, I really don't know how to explain it. It was a amazing wrestling show, and it was a really good show to watch. And I'm glad there will be more tour dates after this. I believe they'll have one Sunday, and then Monday will be the next two tour dates. And I believe the next show after that, New Beginning in Sapporo, I believe, and after that is New Beginning in Osaka. So that should be great. Let me get right into it. As always, if you guys like this video, like it. If you don't, dislike it, and then comment about what you didn't like. And if you do like it, comment what you do like, and comment some things maybe you think I could do better. Some things I did very well. Subscribe if you like what you hear. If you like what you see on the channel. Hopefully, I'll have a WWE 2K video coming up later. But the show started off with some hype for New Beginning in Sapporo and in Osaka. Like a promo for that show coming up, which should be a very good show. I believe the main event of Osaka is it should be Kazuchika Okada and Sanada. So that should be, I'm glad Sanada's finally getting his chance at the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. As well as I will have my review of New Japan Road 2017. As you know, I'm going through that whole journey there, so I will be reviewing that. Hopefully tonight, I get to that. There was hype for New Beginning, and they hyped up Fantastica Mania. They went through so many competitors, and I was sitting here thinking, how the heck are they gonna get all these guys on the show? But they did, and they did a great job of it. We're gonna get right through it. One thing I want to say, it's very weird watching guys make their entrance from CMLL, and they don't have any interest music. I know a lot of people have been complaining about that. It's kind of weird. I don't know why they just don't get the rights to the music, or at least work out a deal where you can just use the music. It's like weird on New Japan World when guys that wrestle for New Japan have songs they don't want to get the copyright to, so they just alter the music. It's just me. It's something small. The first matchup was Fuego versus Okamura. I believe that's, if I'm butchering his name, please do not butcher me. Very, very good match. Some notes I have here. Fuego was very athletic and charismatic. It's very, very true. Let me go here, go through some of these guys' accomplishments. Fuego's character is actually inspired by the Flash. His name used to be known as Flash until he changed his name in 2009 to Fuego. He is a former CMLL Arena Coliseo Tag Team Champion for a record, and only one time before a record 4.5 years. And Okamura worked for CMLL, All Japan Pro Wrestling, and is a part of a group called La Ola Amaria. And he is also a former Arena Coliseo Tag Team Champion, and he is a former World Trio CMLL World Trio Champion, like the 6-man tag for New Japan Never Openweight with Hiroshi Tanahashi and Taichi. Some more things I wrote down here. Obviously, I said Fuego is very athletic and charismatic. There's a trumpet in the background. I think that's a trumpet. Not sure what that's all about. I'm not sure if that's a part of the Mexican wrestling culture. If that is, just leave a comment. Let me know, like, hey, that's what they usually do. That's what they do in their matches. And if that's what they do, then that's what they do. I'm not really going to not really gonna say anything about that. It's just never seen anything like it. Let me see what else we got here. Wrote down that the woman at ringside, I believe she was Okamura's manager. Maybe I got distracted for a second. There was a spot where Fuego kissed her, and Okamura berates her for it, and then Fuego hit a beautiful standing moonsault, kind of like a Will Ospreay moonsault onto the outside from inside the ring onto Okamura. But Okamura will ultimately get the victory with the Okamura special DDT. Solid matchup. The pacing was kind of slow. Fuego, I can tell he's a very athletic person. Okamura is one of those guys, like he's like a Yuji Nagata. He's slow in his pacing. He likes to have his matches the way his matches are worked, and I believe the styles did kind of contrast, but they worked good and made for a very very good match. Next up we would have Fuego had a great showing. Next up we would have Dragon Lee, who I believe we last saw in 2017 for New Japan Pro Wrestling. Hira Kawato, please don't butcher me if I'm butchering the guy's name. He is a young lion. I've seen him a couple times. I saw him back at New Beginning, I believe. I believe that people say this was his last match before he goes on an excursion. I believe to find his character and everything and get some more experience outside of New Japan Pro Wrestling. That's great. I'm happy for him. And Satoshi Kojima. I know I'm very familiar with him. And Star Jr. versus Bushi, Hiromu Takahashi. Story is big rivalry with Dragon Lee. I remember that. Hell of a match in the beginning. Rush and Tetsuya Naito. So what I didn't know about Rush. Rush actually. Rush is a member of Los Ingobernables in Mexico, so that's something I didn't know. I did forget that the group actually was based in Mexico, and it kind of threw me off a little bit. Before the match, the family of I believe the wrestler name is Black Cat, a former wrestler. It's apparently an annual tribute match to Black Cat, Japanese wrestler that was very big in Mexico as well. There were flowers presented to the family of Black Cat, a very classy thing from New Japan. And before the match, LIJ attacks everyone before the match, laying waste to everyone, and I mean everyone. He goes after Naito, who has quickly, after this whole learning about New Japan thing, he has quickly become he's quickly become one of my favorite character all around. Naito goes after the announcer, kicking him in the face, and then he chokes him with a tie. I wrote down choking him Daniel Bryan style. He puts him back into the chair and puts the headset on him, and then the announcer proceeds to go after Naito. Naito, tells him, Naito, stop, tranquilo, calm down, relax, man. He turns around and Naito beats the shit out of him. And they're just really going after him. So yeah, let's see what else I got here. Heavy boos for LIJ. Let's go through some of the things. I think I only wrote down some accomplishments for Rush, I believe, but I think that's only out of the two Mexican wrestlers in this match. I believe that he was the only one that had actual accomplishments. Rush is a former CMLL light heavyweight champion, former CMLL World Tag Team champion, former CMLL World Trios champion. I wrote down New Japan's crowd was kind of tired of LIJ's shit today. Star Jr. hit a big corkscrew springboard. Rush ripped the mask of Star Jr. LIJ takes advantage of the rest distraction, and they all hit their own stereo drop kicks onto. I forgot who it was, but I'm pretty sure if you guys watched it, you know what I'm talking about. LIJ beats down Star Jr. and they keep ripping the mask of Star Jr. Star Jr. is now wrestling with half his face showing and half of the bottom from his mouth to his chin covered with that mask. Let's see. Kawato comes in after a save but gets destroyed by Naito. Star Jr. hits a big drop kick and gets the hot tag. In comes Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee and Takahashi. These guys start, killing shit and being the great professional wrestlers that they are. They have a great sequence of moves. They're chopping. It's a chop off who can chop each other's chest harder. Let's see. Dragon Lee and Takahashi. Yep, Dragon Lee won that sequence there. Let me turn the page on my notes. Dragon Lee tags in Kojima. Rush steals the Kojima machine gun chops. Kojima shows him how it's done. Actually gives him a triple chop. Like, how he does the chops. He would stop, do it again, stop, do it again. Just show him like, hey, this is my thing. Then Rush and Naito both. I believe Rush lays out Kojima. You know how Naito does that thing where he lays, kind of, puts his elbow up and goes tranquilo. The funny thing is, when he does that, Naito runs in, does the same thing facing him, and they both put the LIJ fist bump in the air, and the fist bump is pretty cool spot there. In comes Kawato, beautiful Hurricanrana by Kawato. He helps take out LIJ. Triple drop kick by LIJ. Bushi slaps on the Boston Crab, which turns to a single leg Boston Crab, and Kawato taps to it. LIJ still attacked everyone after the match. Pretty solid match there. And I believe that was the last of my notes on my notebook. And I believe this is where my notes start for I believe this is where my notes start on my phone. Yep, okay, this is where it starts back. Because I was doing those notes in class. So, okay, yep. Match number 3. Atlantis, Drone, Mystico, who was known as Sin Cara in WWE, the original Sin Cara. I'll talk about that later. Volador Jr. versus Barbaro, if I butcher these names, Cavalerio Disturbio, Puma, and Ultimo Guerrero. Going through some of these guys. Atlantis is a 2-time CMLL World Light Heavyweight Champion. It's a 5-time CMLL World Tag Team Champion. A 4-time CMLL World Trios Champion. Mystico is a 4-time CMLL World Tag Team Champion. A former CMLL World Welterweight Champion. A 2-time NWA World Middleweight Champion. Volador Jr. is a former CMLL World Tag Team Champion, or he could be. Oh no. Okay, he's a current CMLL World Trios Champion, and a former CMLL Universal Champion. Barbaro is a former Mexican National Welterweight Champion and Occidente Middleweight Champion. Puma is the current Occidente Light Heavyweight Champion. Ultimo Guerrero is a Ultimo Guerrero is a former CMLL World Heavyweight Champion. He's a former CMLL World Lightweight Heavyweight Champion, and he's a 6-time CMLL World Tag Team Champion, and he's a 3-time World Trios Champion. So lots and lots and lots of championship in this match. Lots of pageantry. Disturbio and Atlantis start the match. Mystico gets tagged in, and Mystico is fucking over, and he won me over in this match. Ultimo Guerrero is also over as well, big time. Guerrero takes the mask off. Not sure if that was a regular thing. A nice sequence ends with Mystico winning with a beautiful tilt-a-whirl whirl. I don't know why I wrote down tilt-a-wheel. It's a tilt-a-whirl arm drag. Beautiful hurricane by Mystico. Volador Jr. is now in against Barbaro. Beautiful sequence with Volador Jr. with a beautiful hurricane onto the outside. Puma and Drone have a sequence now. Ultimo's team is in firm control. They are tearing Volador Jr. apart. Volador Jr. team fights back. Mystico was fucking awesome. I wrote that down. Barbaro hits a beautiful suplex. This match was all over the place. Mystico and Guerrero are legal man once again. Vertical suplex off the top for Guerrero. Basically, it was a Falcon Arrow off the top for Guerrero. Gets a 2 count. Hurricanrana off the top rope for Mystico. This guy was going crazy. Topcon Hilo and Team Mystico wins. Great match there. When we go into an intermission and when we come back, and this is when shit picked up. This is when shit got real. In New Japan, you guys don't know. Okay, Angel de Oro versus Cuatrero for the CMLL World Middleweight Champion. Angel De Oro is a former World Light Heavyweight Champion, and going into this match, he is the current World Middleweight Champion. No championships yet for Cuatrero. Angel De Oro took control early as we get to a stalemate. The crowd is chanting for Angel. Cuatrero is definitely the heel in this match. I could tell just by his body movements and the all black. It's kind of symbolistic for Mexico. A beautiful hurricane run for Angel, followed by a suicide dive. He comes in and hits a crossbody. Cuatrero is now in control, beating down Oro. Cuatrero locks on a submission. Cuatrero misses a big move, is out and outside. Angel Oro hits Kota Ibushi Musa onto Quat. Suicide dive onto Angel Oro by Quat. Cuatrero is back in control. Springboard arm drag for Angel. Beautiful dive onto the outside for Angel, but he did look banged up, his knee. Big super kick from Angel. Kota Ibushi dive into the ring this time. Big power bomb from Cuatrero, and that ends it. And he hit it from the top rope, and he didn't get it. Then he hit it from the top rope again, and he hit it. And I honestly was shocked. It did take my breath away. And Cuatrero wins the middleweight championship. Good, really, really good match there. This match right here was amazing as well. Sanson versus Sabarano Jr. for the Mexican National Welterweight Champion. Sanson is a former Trios champion and a former CMLL Arena Tag Team champion. Sabanero Jr. is a former he's the current Mexican National Welterweight Champion. Red Shoes is the referee for this match. The crowd is hot for Sabanero Jr. Handshake attempt before the match is denied by Sanson. Stalemate after some impressive chain wrestling. Amazing athleticism from these guys. Beautiful springboard Frankenstein from Sabanero. Dive onto the outside for Sabanero. Crossbody for Sabanero. Powerbomb into a backbreaker for Sanson. Diving corkscrew to the outside by Sabanero that took my breath away. Powerbomb off the top rope by Sanson. Springboard crossbody on the Sabanero. Springboard corkscrew on a Sanson once again. Corkscrew off the top rope on the Sabanero. Avalanche slam by Sanson. Pile driver for Sabanero. Sabanero actually ends up getting the victory and retains his championship. Hell of a match by these two. Their welterweight division was it's pretty damn good. In the main event, we got Gran Guerrero of the Guerrero family up against Nibla Roja for the CMLL World Light Heavyweight Championship. Nibela is a former World Trios champion. I believe that's the only championships from this matchup. And pre-match handshake was accepted by extended by Nibela and accepted by Gran Guerrero. Arm drag from Nibela as we go into a stalemate. These two are trading holds. The crowd was super hot for Guerrero. Springboard crossbody from Nibela, and now a Hurricane Rana. Top con hilo from Nibela. He is caught. Power bomb by Guerrero on the outside on the full air is nasty. Guerrero is now in control. Chance for Guerrero once again. Baseball slide knocks the bell to the outside. Top con hilo from Guerrero. Now some brutal chops for Guerrero. And now Nibela flips the table. He hits a top con hilo of his own. And then a springboard crossbody back into the ring. Then a sunset flip power bomb by Nibela. He pops up Guerrero. Hits a nasty knee for a 2 count. Springboard splash by Nibela. Guerrero with a big choke slam for a 2 count. Springboard crossbody onto the outside and onto Guerrero by Nibela. Hurricane Rana off the top rope by Nibela. This Japanese crowd was hot for this. A vertical suplex off the top rope by Guerrero onto Nibela. Nibela kicks out and the crowd is going crazy. Nibela hits his finisher off the top rope. Not sure what it's called, and that was it. Nibela Roja retains his CMLL World Light Heavyweight Championship. Folks, what a hell of a show this was, and what a hell of a show this was to watch and review. It was kind of fun, taking notes and looking back at my thoughts and some of the things I wrote, like Mystical was fucking awesome. That's the one thing I can only think of to write. And what a hell of a show this was. Actually, I will have up that 2K video. Hopefully, it probably won't be tonight. It'll probably be a New Japan Road video tonight, honestly, to review that, because I've been telling you guys we're going to review that. And it looks like that my last New Japan video got some good feedback, so I'll be doing that first. Along with that, we have I'm gonna be reviewing what was I lost my train of thought again. I do that a lot. I'll be having episode 1 of Monday Night Raw from the Universe Mode up. If not tomorrow, then Sunday. And if not Sunday, then Monday. And you guys know how that goes. So, hey, thank you guys so much for watching. This is the Wrestling Guy with the Live Mic podcast. Thank you guys. See you when I see you. Peace.